Taurus, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading going from the 26th through to the 31st of December. Let's just connect to the energies of Taurus and let's just open up this Astroflower and allow that energy to come to the surface. There we go, Taurus, yeah. Okay, so already I'm getting like a heady energy. You don't need much to get triggered here at the moment, Taurus. It feels a little bit, I wouldn't say stress, but I'd be more inclined to sort of like, you know, you've got worries on your mind. You're not really there. Your head's elsewhere or your body's elsewhere. We'll see that in that second reading, which is the energy blueprint readings that we're going to be doing, or which we are doing, and that will also be out on the same day as this, and it will follow the sort of things, same sort of thing. We go through your chakras and your auras and stuff like that. Anyway, let's just jump straight in here. Here's your Astroflower. So here we go. We're on to the overall energies here. In a time of transition, when we're moving from one state to another, it's always a stressful time, and you know, you'd rather be, if you've got a really big project on, you might want to be more with the project than with other people that are around you. And it's that sort of frustration that's sort of coming to the surface. Yeah, I would, yeah. There's nothing you can do this week unless obviously your projects and your business and stuff like that is tied to sort of celebration, Christmas period, like bars, hotels, ski resorts, that sort of thing. But obviously it's going to be easier for you because you'll be able to distract yourself. But here is like, it's just put your hands up, just say, hey, it's okay. Let's just let it slide and enjoy. You know, I think that's the attitude you got to take. You got to leave your emotions. She's not even touching her emotions. That bowl is, that cup is just floating in water. It's floating on top of the emotions. She is above the emotions. She's protected from any sort of, you know, sort of conflicts and stuff like that. So I would also follow that if I was you. Let's just see what's going on. Here's the karmic message for your relationship side this week. Connecting dots. And what connecting dots, I think this is, yeah, it could be kind of like where you sort of see people for who they are. And that could be the connecting of the dots of, you know, some people might be a little bit underhanded that you're discovering. But I think it's mainly here connecting dots is connecting your past or connecting the people that are around you that you really do appreciate, that have gone, who've lived time with you and everything like that. Yeah, it's when you connect with these people that are really good friends, that have seen you grow, have seen you over the years gradually transform, because we all transform gradually over the years. And, you know, it's bringing you back to that understanding that you can manifest that happiness if you just apply certain things. It's like if I was to go out with a friend walking in a particular part of forest that we used to go out together when we were younger, all of a sudden it's going to provoke those sort of memories. We're going to do stupid things like bouncing, you know, no, I say stupid, it's actually brilliant. Bouncing stones, skipping stones, skimming stones, and you know, and it's just going to help you realize that there's certain things that you can do that's just going to bring a smile to your face. And that's what I think how you should treat your relationships this week. Let's just see what the overall how the divine plan or the universe is trying to influence this karmic message. Be a kid, let it fly, experiment, let it, yeah, like a kid skimming stones. You're learning things when you're skimming stones. You may not be learning, you know, mathematics. You could well be. It's a very good way of learning mathematics, nature. But you're learning life here. It's enjoying yeah, there is a certain passion within you for life that is there, and it does need provoking. Don't take it too seriously. This period here, if you take it too seriously, you risk to be a little bit frustrated. So that fire that is at your base is playing into this. So allow your passions to feed your activities rather than your passions to, sort of burn your activities. Do you understand what I mean? So, yeah, there's a bit of that going on. Universe is just reminding you that life should be lived. That's what we're here to do. So live life. Don't get too caught up in the small details of the emotional sort of side this week. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic mission. Yeah, they are connecting the dots as well. They're really concentrating on certain relationships that are around you. So they're creating coincidences so you have time to be with that person. And I think that's really important. So they're doing a lot of background work here for you to try and help create a situation that is around you where you can connect with the people that you really do appreciate. They're really working in tandem with the other guides, which is the guides that sort of sit on your shoulder that influence the conversation that is behind you. Let's just jump straight into that. Let's see what's going on there. There's a heart thing. There's a nice bit of emotions going on. I think having a bit of a heart to heart with people that you know, that you trust, that you love. Playing smart. I think the playing smart aspect, it could be someone that's lying, cheating, scheming around you, but I don't think so. And that could well be that connecting dots. If you're into that, then I personally wouldn't get involved with that. I would concentrate on your own pleasures in life and just turn your back and walk away, do a 5 of swords on them. But there's some sort of patience here. There's some sort of, you need to, talk to people who know you from very young, that you trust, that are not really in your life every day, but that, you're close to all the same. It could be a family member, could be a friend, but there is love here, and I think there's, I think it's weird. I think the heart to heart thing is almost as if you're sort of saying, should I move in or should I marry this person? It's actually a really nice subject. Should I do this? Should I do that? Oh, I don't know. Sort of scenario. That's the feeling I get from it. But it's actually a really nice, it's not like, oh, I don't like this, no, I hate this part of my life. It's none of that. It's much more sort of lightheartedness. So it's really good. So the guys here are trying to help you concentrate on that. And I think the playing smart here is asking the right questions and listening to the answer. I think that's really important this week. And it's going to allow you to share that love and that happiness that is around you. Let's see what's going on in your financial sort of side. This is your job, your business, and your projects. The guiding message here of the karma. What is it? A watch pot takes longer to cook. Something to boil. Watch pot or watch water takes longer to boil. Something like that. So basically, if you're concentrating on your business all the time, it's not going to evolve. It's going to evolve a lot slower. If you take time out and stuff like that, and I think we talked about this in the last reading about sort of work play ethic. And this is a time to play this week, really. I know it's disturbing for you because you're sort of like, you've got your mind on other things at the moment, and you're trying to push other agendas forward. And yeah, you got a rite of passage. So if you try and push, I'm not sure anything good will come of it, and nothing bad will come of it either. But it's going to make you feel a little bit more frustrated. So that means in the future, not this week, in the going future, in the beginning of January, it might be a little bit You might be a little bit frustrated about it. So I would, you know, a watch cock never boils. A watch pot never boils. That's what I think it is. It's going back to it occasionally and checking it. Keep an eye on it, but from far away. Just concentrate at the moment of what's going on around you at the present time, more than anything else. Let's just see what the universe and the divine plan is offering up. Trust in the work you've done. The universe wants to help, wants to nurture you. It's like when you plant the seed. You don't make the sun shine. That's a debatable thing anyway. That's what I do in my courses. But the sun, you know, the sun's gonna ripen your tomato for you. And that's what you've got. The Six of Swords, you've got the Six of Cups. I wouldn't be surprised if the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups Six of Wands didn't come out. It'd be quite interesting. But yeah, it's you've done the work. This is what the universe is trying to sort of say. The past, you've done it. If you haven't done the work, then yeah, I can imagine you're going to be a bit frustrated with yourself. And the lesson is, should have done the work. I think you'll get away with it. I don't think it'll cause you any trouble. But at the same time, just realise the work that you've done. I think you should trust it. Okay? Let's just have a look on, see how the guides are trying to influence this. They're really looking outwards to your job path, to your career path, or to your business and stuff like that. And they're just making sure it ticks, basically. They're trying to resolve any sort of issues that can come up. So the coincidences happen, so it's a lot easier. There's less issues and stuff like that. They're really helping out. A new cycle is coming around. I think you've got your team together. And we're talking about your inner team here. We're talking about your guides and stuff like that. They're working really well together here, going across here and going through the Queen of Cups, being passionate about what you do in both sides. When you're talking to the people that you trust and concentrating or there present with the people that you're supposed to be with, it's going to be a new cycle. It's going to be a new way of expressing your sort of like your emotions and stuff like that. But they're working really tightly in order for you to get sort of like a good sort of rhythm up. And the guides here are definitely they're definitely in a way sort of here. Sort of, it's like you finally got the team playing together, as it were. So your career path and your business and any project should be steady progression, basically. Let's just see what's going on with the conversation that is within you. I think your guides are here sort of saying that you're recognizing the situation that needs to be dealt with, and that could be, within your job or within your business. You can see situations, and your guides are almost sort of saying, okay, well noted, it's noted, now don't worry. Sort of scenario. Okay. So they're ensuring miracles can happen. And they're asking you to be a little bit light-hearted about it. Not about your job, not light-hearted about your job, but light-hearted with yourself. Don't put the pressure on yourself, basically. This is what they're sort of saying. Don't put the pressure on yourself. Okay? Be very much loose about it. Let's just see what the overall outcome is for you. There's a big sigh of relief. I think it's because 2023 is going to be obvious for you. There's a good bit of energy for you here. There's a good bit of confidence, reassurance on yourself. Regrouping, knowing where you're going, not really getting distracted too much. And I think 23 is going to be leading into that. She's feeding that energy into that. So therefore, that passion, that joy that you can have in life, I would allow that to flow through you. And as you've got your guides working really well together, it's giving you that rite of passage, but it's also giving you the heads up of how to engage and manifest the happiness within your relationships that are around you. There is the second reading coming out, which is the energy blueprint readings, which is all to do with your chakras and your aura. And we will also get an energy message from the earth as well. So there you go, Taurus. I will see you in 2023. Have you seen the 2023 readings, collective and your own reading? We have the solstice readings as well. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, go and check them out. It'd be lovely for you to be on board. This is the energy blueprint reading where we're going to be going through your chakras, your aura, and getting a message from the universal energy. Let's just see, let's just connect with that energy, and we'll just bring up our chakra man. There we go. Lovely, excellent. Okay, so this week here, there is definite. Okay, so this goes into the solar plexus. Here's the head of the man. There's the body, and there's the feet, and there's the arms. So it's in your aura. You've got a bulge. It seems to be a little bit heavy around your solar plexus and your heart. Don't allow your karma, your dogma run over your karma, whatever. Those bumper stickers, I've got what they are. But just don't be so hard on yourself. You know, sometimes determination, sometimes you need to sort of relax in order to get past something. It's a little bit, do you remember that scene out of Harry Potter where they fell into this vine that said the more they panicked, the more it would close in on them. And as they relaxed, they just allowed to go through. It's a bit like that. So basically, you gotta allow your passions to feed only your happiness, basically. And we saw that in the Hierophant, and this is going to play out in your solar plexus and your heart. Let's just see as it goes up here. There's a lot going on your head as well. It'd be a good time to get out of your head. Make sure you get enough walks in. Do a bit of meditation, connecting with your dreams and your aspirations, ideas that come in from left field, that sort of thing. Now, let's just go in here. Let's just go into the upper chakra. So here's the upper chakra. It's a little bit wide, so there's a lot of mental activity going on. So if we go down to your root chakra here, it's a little bit thin. So when we're up in the air like that, that's when we can get destabilized very easily, especially at earth signs. So I would just be a little bit conscientious of that in the way that when you do your meditation, make sure you do a bit of grounding going on. And grounding is just bringing that central point of your energy rather than up into the third eye. Just bringing it down. So it sits between the heart and the solar plexus. That is where your connection is to all energy. And there you can relax. So I would concentrate on that. I do a tea meditation, which you can find on our website. Let's just see what's going on. Your third eye is a lot bigger. There's a lot going on in your head. That's that whole soap bubble at the end of the tea meditation. I'll try and find a link and put it in the description below. It's also in the books. In the Astroflower books as well. That's the tea meditation is in there. So yeah, I would. It's something you do every day. It doesn't take anything more than 10 minutes, and it just keeps you here and now, basically. So yeah, I would just be a little bit wary of that. Okay, so let's move on to the heart. The heart is charged in a nice way. It's not aggressive. It's loving. It's warm. It's like a really cuddly bear, or that sort of thing. It's very nice, but there seems to be something that you're holding back on. You're not allowing those emotions to flow, which is, we had the Queen of Cups in that section there, and I think this is a bit of a learning curve as well, as allowing your emotions to come out without, flooding out. So it's a, drip feed. So it just takes off a bit of pressure off the emotions of your heart. Let's just see what's on the solar plexus. It's very large. It's very heavy. It's very Taurus, and it's like a really good embers going on. There's some real, it's not a roaring, flaming fire. It's more like a coal-driven fire. You know what I mean? Where it's a lot of heat, but not so much in the way of flames as per se. So it's maybe difficult to spark your passions this week. So I would allow the universe to do that, as we saw in the tarot reading earlier on. Allow that to sort of push through on your relationship side, so that it can invigorate you a little bit. Basically, let's just see what the sacrum is going on. Yeah, there's not enough play, Taurus. There's not enough play. You've got your sacrum that's slightly out of balance. You've got your left-hand side, which is protruding a lot more than the left. So basically, that means you're concentrating a lot more on administration, getting things done, sort of work, sort of timing, that sort of thing, and a lot less on play. I think you need to address that thing. I think we talked about it last week, and it'd be good to have this week here to just suck it and see, try it out and stuff like that. We've gone through your route there. So let's just smooth it out. This is just a bit of healing for all my Taurus friends out there and connection. So just try and bringing it in so it gives you that moment of, hang on a second, something there. Oh, that's twisted. There you go. Okay, that's done. Just a sort of like kind of occasion you'll find yourself, hopefully you're going to find yourself sort of kind of going, oh, don't worry about it. Anyway, are we playing cards? That sort of thing. Just allowing the steam to come out, allowing the plexus solis to heat that, the heart, because they're very separate at the moment. You're separating your passions and your emotions in regards to your heart. So it would be good to just allow that solar plexus just to sort of feed into the heart a bit. That will allow that emotions to come out in the form of air, in the mental sort of side. And then we just need to pull in your crown chakra all the way down to the back of the crown chakra, which is the root chakra. And there it goes there. I need to just pull that out a little bit so it's easier for you to be grounded. There you go. And there we go. That's all done. Lovely. Let's just have a look at your aura now. That's a lot smoother there. There is a little bit, still very open at the thing, so I think you're still going to get inspirational ideas or ideas that come out the third, sort of out of left field and stuff like that. That'd be really nice. Let's just have a look at your quick bone structure, because there is a bit of stress that's going into the bones, into the back, into the middle of the back. I think it's related to work. The back on the left-hand side. Hang on. There you go. That's that sorted. That's nice. Yeah, so I would explore the idea of allowing your determination, your courage and stuff like that to feed your emotions. So your emotions can just flow out and go with the flow. If you're thinking about making a decision, I would just make it and move on. Make it and head down that road. what will be sort of scenario. That's what it sort of seems like. Let's just connect to the universal energy. Okay, so what's the message from the energy lines coming in for you? I think they're making fun of me or us as humans. The energy is almost just sort of saying, it's almost sort of saying, don't deep it, man. It's like, you know, it's like, just don't deep it. You know, it's yeah, it's a nice energy. It's funny. It's I think it's got a much subtler message, which is, you know, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy. It's that. It's don't forget, it should be fun. Don't tie yourself up in knots here. No one's going to win when you tie yourself up in knots. Okay, so I just want to have a quick look at the relationship side. What's going on there? This is obviously a general reading. Okay, this is generally how we connect with one another. Do you know what? I think there's more desire from you that you're putting into relationships. This is general, obviously, that you're putting into the relationships, but you're not getting as back as much as you thought by what you're putting in. Seems a little bit like that. And I wouldn't let that frustration get to you. I wouldn't let that frustration get to you. Because you'll end up with that negative part of the Seven of Swords, which we had in the reading up there, which we talked about in the reading as well. Yeah, I would just allow it just to sort of flow and stuff like that for you. Yeah, so there you go, Taurus. Those are the things to concentrate on in the way of energetic. These energy blueprint readings will be developing a lot in 2023 in the beginning part of January and onwards, with new animations, a new way of explaining sort of chakras and auras and stuff like that. Stuff that I've been doing for the last 30 years as an energy healer, basically. Seeing auras, you understand very quickly how things work. Say what you see sort of scenario. You know, we'll be going more into that in regards to the animations. So, Taurus, thank you very much for being here with us. Yeah, really do enjoy your support. Don't forget, in the meantime, life should be fun. Listen here, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.